Hello, shalom, ola, and welcome to the Spiritual Life with Mystic Reverend Travis Tidwell. That's me, with my beautiful co-host here, Ashley,
Hi, everybody.
and my beautiful executive producer, Athena, who's my daughter and high priestess, sacred dragon in the house. And we also want to acknowledge this night the Lord God Yahweh, and the Holy and Divine Spirit, and Hermes, my guide, and Ariel, our angel, and everybody involved in powering this podcast and helping us to get the message out there and the word out there, that we're trying to share. It's been a good journey so far. But so anyway, so Ashley, what's going on?
I was invited to host another moon group in May, and I think you might be there with me, so you might
We'll
be
see.
hosting it.
We'll see. Oh my God. Oh my God. No.
No, but it's exciting. I've had more people approach me and ask me about the podcast. I sent them links so they can check it out. I also sent them links to your website, which was really exciting.
Thank you.
And so I know that more and more people are getting involved.
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. And, as you can always contact me here at Travis Tidwell podcast on YouTube, or you can hit me with Travis Tidwell podcast at gmail.com. I want to welcome all of our Spotify listeners and iTunes and anybody else is out there. And we want to thank all of our YouTube people out there. What's up? It's all about that West Coast magic in our house here.
If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. Like, we're just gaining people weekly, and we're so excited.
Yeah.
We're just humble people trying to put out a really good spiritual message. So
You bet. And for those of you who go to my YouTube channel, you'll also see I have some songs downloaded from my album that I have on Spotify and iTunes. It's everywhere. It's been played all over the world. I urge you to subscribe. But anyway, here we go. Tonight's episode, Ashley looks at me, Travis, we talked about that before.
No. I was actually, so tonight I had to ask, like, what the hell we were doing. I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we've done these different episodes on cleansing to a degree. And this was information that my cousin Katie gave me years ago. And it's a feng shui technique where we have about 5 tablespoons of Epsom salt in a cup. And then we have some rubbing alcohol, just put up enough in the cup just to rise above the Epsom salt. And we're going to light it on fire. That's right. Damn it, I don't have a fire extinguisher. But anyway.
I paid for the sleeve. I better
you
put it back.
Yeah, there you go, baby. Well, better be careful now. And it's amazing when we used to do this because the flame will differ. If it's a low flame, that means the energy is being suppressed in the house. If it's too high of a flame, that means it's sporadic. Mm-hmm. And so it's like everything, we're looking for middle ground. It's like Buddha said, if you tighten the string too tight, it will break. If it's too loose, it won't make a sound. Only in the middle will
Buddha said that?
Buddha said that.
Sorry if I'm questioning.
That was actually in Little Buddha with Keanu Reeves, okay?
I was like, what? I was like, that sounds a little unprofound, but don't ask me.
Hey, it's all about that spiritual life, yeah. Yeah, and for, Ashley, she's involved in a yoga women's group, and she's involved in, goddess stuff on her own, and she's also training right now to be a psychic for a living, and she's got a really good teacher. I heard about this guy.
I heard about this guy that's only sitting to my right side.
Yeah, so she's under my wing right now. So she's going to be doing some great things. But you can contact her on
the Pisces Life Coach on Instagram, but hopefully soon my YouTube channel, still at the Pisces Life Coach.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for her to have that. I see psychically good things for her. But anyway.
My Buddha. Let me rub your Buddha belly.
Yeah. I'm in the gym now. Producing that belly's going to be gone. No, it's been nice. I'm vaccinated. I hope everybody out there gets vaccinated. It just makes me feel like I can go back to normal right now. And I'm in the gym, thank God.
They just announced no masks. I was like, okay.
For those who are vaccinated, yeah.
But, we know that. Yeah. We know that.
But, yeah, it's nice to have a CDC who's working with you and giving you valid information. And I'm so tired of hearing red and blue in politics and all that crap.
I know we're going off subject, but I will say I made a comment the other day because I was like, look, Joe and Kamala actually went in there, and they weren't about the press. They were like, we're about this work, and they've been pretty on the like
For 100 days, this
DL.
he's done some miracle stuff. So we honor
Yeah.
Joe Biden. We praise him right now. He's put money in everybody's pockets. Which is
Money
smart
bags,
because
Joe.
what did it do? It goes right back in the economy. But anyway, so yeah, thank you, Joe Biden, for promoting the spiritual life here now. But no, it's been good. I've been doing free classes on Zoom, and I've been doing my part to help people who haven't been able to afford things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially like something like this, because if you're sitting in your car, if you're sitting at home listening to the podcast, this is another thing that you can add for your self-discovery tools for
Right.
your spirituality.
You bet. You bet. You bet. And that's what, really my intention was when I came up with the spiritual life, back in the day. I actually had a guy for a while who was my agent who promised me the world. And he
Sounds
did.
like it ended bad.
Yeah, it did. No, it did. And I was going to meet Kim Kardashian, and he had me set up to meet Lady Gaga, And but he did give me Francesca Hilton, who's Paris's cousin, and God bless her soul and her spirit and her loved ones, because we did meet, we did talk. She did talk about doing the spiritual life with me.
Mm-hmm.
She was very interested in it. She had a lot of stuff going on in her life at that time, and before you know it, she passed away. So God bless her.
Now you're
But,
doing it with me. Well,
Yeah,
thank you
now
for
we got
giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, I've got Ashley here.
Talking to Hilton. not
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Just
yeah,
kidding.
yeah. Yeah, her dad was Conrad Hilton. Her mom was Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Shit.
Yeah, it's two famous icons. But yeah, it was an honor to know her. She had some great stories. And and going back to my cousin Katie, she studied feng shui for many years. I haven't talked to her in a while. She's living in Hawaii now. She does floral design, and she's so good they moved her there. Okay, so
I'm trying to be that good.
so I want to give a shout out to Katie and my Aunt Sally. What's up? And Nancy and the whole Baxley family over there for me. So at home, what you want to do is have a coffee cup, and I always have a saucepan to put the coffee cup in, because for me, it's all about safety.
So like
Now-
about an 8-ounce coffee cup, you would
Yeah,
say. Someone had to
I
envision
bought
it.
this at Starbucks, but it's now being used as a prop. It's a little big compared to the coffee cups I normally use.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I would fill it up to here, but I'm just not feeling comfortable with this cup.
So
doing
when you
that.
say here, for people that are listening and they can't see,
Well,
like how much of water are we
Well,
putting?
here's what we're doing.
Oh.
We have 5 tablespoons of Epsom salt in here,
Okay, gotcha.
and then I put just enough rubbing alcohol to cover that,
Oh,
to
mhm.
just a little bit above it, so we can get a flame there, and that's what you're going to want to do. But like I said, you're going to be very, very careful now.
Oh, it's
It's
lit.
going. It's going. My God, it's going. It's going.
Ah.
Okay, now let's look at the flame. Okay, Athena, give me a plate so I can smoke this out. Yeah, this is live, ladies and gentlemen. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm actually trying to
If
stand
you
up
hear
so I can
sirens coming,
see
it's the
this.
Oceanside Fire Department.
Oh my gosh.
Oceanside? No, I'm kidding.
So that was a lot of blue. It wasn't very red. It was very blue.
Yeah, we'll try that again here. A plate, saucer, a glass saucer, small one, please. Yeah, you should have a. Here I go. I haven't done this in a long time, and the flame was kind of high, and so
Given the size of the side of the coffee cup,
I'm
it was
wondering.
fairly high.
yeah. Normally, I got this. This is not what I'm going to use. Just get me one of the regular old one. This is gonna get. Sorry. Come on in the camera, Athena.
No, but so basically, what are we looking for in the middle area, like for the flame?
Well, again, if the flame's too low, then there's energy being suppressed in the house. We didn't see a low flame there. We saw a high flame, high energy. No, baby, just a saucer plate, a small one, glass one, from the same brand. Oh my God. Yeah, I love podcasting live. I love keeping everything real, I was not thinking ahead, so I apologize to everybody out there that
First of all, newscasters, little kids were running around screaming
Yeah.
this whole damn
Yeah.
coronavirus situation, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, I know exactly. And thank God for the coronavirus, really, because we wouldn't be podcasting and Zooming and all the stuff we're doing now, really.
I mean, I know a lot of people were unfortunate, but I feel like if you were more on the fortunate side, you should have taken the opportunity to really find yourself, maybe find a side hustle, maybe volunteer. I took some time to volunteer.
Now you can see that it's a high flame.
Yes, so that means high energy.
High energies in the house.
Ooh, that's a little high.
Yeah. And
so now you're putting the
put that out.
saucer
Yeah,
on
putting
top
the
of
saucer
the
on top
flame.
of the
On top,
cup
that's
to put it out. Because I don't want to get out of control. We have a fan on in here while we're doing the podcast. It's kind of warm. It's starting to be summer here real soon. And so here we saw that we had a high flame. Now, normally, if I had a little bit of smaller coffee cup, but this is one of those Starbucks cups. They're a little bit taller. What I would do is I would do that 3 times until I got the flame I wanted.
Okay, so when you say the flame you wanted, what am I looking for?
You're looking for a flame that's not too high, not too low. It's like the Goldilocks story. You know?
And then once that occurs, then
You're good to go. Your house is cleansed. Even right now, we're cleansing the house. We're cleansing the house right now, regardless if the flame's high, low, medium. That Epsom salt with that rubbing alcohol is in the air, and any evil spirits that are in the room are leaving immediately, and that's a guarantee.
now this looks fairly small. So how much damage could this radiate from like this tiny coffee mug?
You mean for fire damage?
I guess I mean in regards to spiritual, like ghost damage, like or whatever negative entities.
Well, yeah. Here's
Like, is it just the living room? Is it just my room? The
yeah,
whole home?
yeah. No, it would be the area that we're using it in for sure. So, if you have an entity in your bedroom or you want to go through the whole house, which you can, you'll have to relight it in every room.
Okay, perfect. That's good to know.
You know.
And if you're listening to this, I would probably go on YouTube to Travis Tidwell podcast so you can see what he did before you try to do this yourself.
Yeah, you know, this has been on the podcast episode list for a long time, and I've been putting it off and putting it off. And so be careful. Kids don't try this at home, you know.
Yeah. Or try it outside.
Yeah, and the whole time Ashley's got just frankincense burning like you would not believe here, man. It's just Smoke City. So we've got rubbing alcohol, the feng shui coffee cup trick going on here for cleansing, and frankincense. So this room is officially clear.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Now, I think it was one of our past episodes we talked about, you know, removing negative energy with dragon's blood. A lot of people, sage is good for clearing, but it still might not necessarily take care of evil. Because if you read the virtues of sage, it really doesn't include that.
Oh, sage doesn't remove evil. Well, to be honest, I also think evil is also a state of mind. I don't think sage can fix that shit. So
no, you're right, and for a lot of people, that's exactly what it is. That's very, very true. Most of the people who come to me in the past who, you know, they were schizophrenic.
My dad was. He suffered from PTSD.
So, you know, that can be out there. But, you know, you want to have a good energy in your home. And that's why we're doing this episode now to share this type of technique. If you've tried the frankincense and that wasn't enough, or you've tried sage and that wasn't enough, or, you know, you can get some dragon's blood oil. Mystical Dragon will sell it to you.
So I know that this is a cleansing, but do we need to say any small prayer, like the Lord's Prayer, or are we...
Yeah,
I don't know, some incantation.
You know, it's funny because when I'm cleansing or blessing a home, I don't use this for people. I use my frankincense or sage, and I'll bless the spirit of the sage, and I'll charge the spirit of the sage to clear the home. And sometimes I've done the frankincense and the sage, but I always do about 7 or 8 drops of dragon's blood in a spray bottle of water and spray the whole place.
Yeah, you were mentioning that, I believe, on our last podcast.
Yeah, and, you know, and so there's many ways to cleanse, you know, many different techniques. I just thought that, you know, this is a very unique technique. A lot of people don't know about this.
Can I amplify this by putting crystals in the water
No, it's not water, it's rubbing alcohol.
or rubbing alcohol?
Yeah. No, you can't, honestly. And you can see that I was very careful about putting it in a pan and making sure that, we're safe because you are dealing with fire. But it's a very good way to also diagnose and check the energy in your house.
So when you say check the energy of the house, I guess my question is, we're trying to cleanse the house. So how do we check for the energy in it? Just because of the level of the flame?
That's right. It was a high flame. It was a high flame, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
Okay.
So there was high energy in this house right now, sporadic energy. And yeah, I got 3 teenage girls. Are you joking me?
So it doesn't differentiate between whether it's good or bad high energy. It's
Not,
just a level of energy.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if it's too low, let's say we would have done this. We're going, where's the flame? It's barely there. Then that would mean that there's a lot of suppressed energy in the house. And you don't want that. I'd rather have a high flame or a middle flame before I'd want no flame or a low flame. You know what I'm saying? So that's important to know. If
No, wait. So how about if someone has no flame and then you're like, well, there's no energy in the house?
I'd say run. No.
Ooh, that's a little scary.
Yeah, if you can get that going on, there's something wrong. There's something big time wrong.
I know if you can't light rubbing alcohol on fire,
Yeah,
there's an issue.
If something's blocking you in that house.
Call Travis.
Yeah, call no. Call the Ghostbusters. Yeah, no. Yeah, you can
Call your
check me
local
out.
priest.
Yeah. You can call me. Yeah, we got all the tools you need, and we know this through the philosophy of Sacred Dragon, which I've always used this podcast as also a platform to promote. And again, this was just another technique on cleansing. But like I said, with this kind of technique too, you get to look at the energy a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No, that was awesome. But the flames were high. But I already
Very
know.
high.
We didn't have to light that shit to know if we were high energy or not. I could have told you.
Yeah. But, in some cases, the high energy could be chaotic energy for some people, too.
True.
It depends on the house. I mean, people, I just met somebody yesterday first, and they walk in and they go, oh, my God, I love the energy in your house. I go, man,
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but every single time you walk through that door frame, you just walk into like this cushy, velvety feeling in the air. I mean, that's what I want to describe it. Honestly, the only way to compare it to is when you put your hand over the frankincense and it feels a little,
thank you.
Yeah, silky. Yes.
Yeah, so I always get thank you, these beautiful compliments, but it is about energy. It's because I'm cleansing my house all the time with frankincense. I'm using dragon's blood.
Oh, he really is. It's frankincense 24/7.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, every day I grab one of my granddaughters. Usually it's Miley. Go, Miley, she's the incense witch. Go burn some incense. But yeah, everybody participates in the house with this. We also use eucalyptus oil.
Eucalyptus is my shit. I just finished my bottle yesterday, actually. Yes.
Yeah, that's another good tip. Eucalyptus oil. It's my go-to oil. I mean, if I'm starting to get cold or flu symptoms, boom, I do the eucalyptus oil, rub it around my nose, put throat chakra palms, get about a cup of water, boil it, put 5 or 6 big drops, like 3-4 second drops in there, and then sniff it, take it off the heat and sniff it. And if it didn't blow your head off, you didn't do it right.
Oh, you got to feel the burn in your nostrils.
Oh, man. It'll
like your brain was pulled out through your
Yeah. No, it has to be
face.
To move the energy off your body. I mean, let's face it. When you get home from work, you've had that long day on the job. You want to have that beer, or a couple of vodka martinis. What's that doing? That's changing the energy in your body.
True.
Okay? And it's very high alcohol that's doing that. Okay? So don't expect to light a stick of incense, you know what I mean, to get that effect. It takes charcoal, it takes rock, or it's going to take, 5 drops of oil in a pan.
Not rock, it's frankincense, by the way. When you said rock, I was like, oh, no.
That's rock B, it's rock B. No. But, but the eucalyptus, same thing. I mean, you 5 3-second drops, if it doesn't blow your head off, you didn't do it right. If you're burning frankincense in your home on rock, form on the charcoal, and you can still see the living room, you're not doing it right. I mean,
keep talking.
My friends say, I smell that out in the street, man. You know what I mean? And that's the way
the rock.
Yeah, the rock. That's right. I've been at 7-Eleven later, and I go, "Hey, G, you want to get some rock?" I go, "I got some rock right here, bro." They look at me like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble." No, man, it's great how we can be so conscious of our atmosphere now in today's world. You know, my parents weren't thinking about this when they were growing up. Neither were you. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
My parents were so lame. I wish I had you as my dad. Let's be real. Athena's very lucky.
Oh, thank you. Hear that,
I'm sure
Tina?
she's rolling her eyes.
Hello, Tina.
somewhere.
What are you on TikTok right now, baby? What's my executive producer doing? She's researching things for the show right now as we speak. I can just see it.
Working.
Yeah. No, and we have we have a great time sharing this information with everybody. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that people out there will comment and subscribe to this.
Yeah, and definitely if this is whether this be your first episode, your 35th episode. I know what episode are we on. Just like continue sticking with us. There's so much a wealth of information, and I think that now that we're in the times of the Aquarius, right?
Yes.
We're at the sign of Aquarius. Yeah. I just think it's more of the understanding of man. People are elevating. People are wanting to know more of what happened with their ancestors, where we come from. All starseeds are waking up. So I just think that this is a really nice, show for people to get acclimated back into society.
This is the age of Aquarius. It's the age of communication, elevation. And that's what we're to help promote here on this program, on this episode. Now, right now we've done 45. I have 45 episodes on there. I'm not sure how many we got together, but we've got quite a few.
Probably, I don't know, probably half of that.
Yeah, maybe. I have to check. But yeah, no, that's pretty good. We've been very consistent. I love having Ashley here. She brings a lot of great energy to the podcast, and she's we hang out anyway, so it's always fun hanging out and talking. We're always sharing.
We need to stop talking.
Plus, I'm teaching her spirit, mentoring her, and it's great to have my daughter Athena here, who, by the grace of God, was brought into my life, because she's the one who has helped me get my songs copyrighted, my album, out there with the distributor. She's, she takes a task and she does it. She's just one of the greatest daughters on planet Earth. And I just want to thank her for that. Now, again, if you like the podcast, subscribe. Tell your friends. Buy my album, okay? There's a lot of things you can do to support your local shaman.
True.
And on some level, my album has Kabbalistic prayers in it, and it's very unique music. Like I said, we play it all over the world.
Yes.
And I listen to it. I mean, I'm probably my biggest fan, but no, I do because, you know what? It's like I hear a lot of spiritual music. I'm not a Christian, but I do love Yahweh. And I do honor the Christ, and so I have my own vibrations. So I created my own music to suit my vibration and express how I feel. And hopefully likeness draws likeness, and that will grow. We're hoping to get a second album out here sometime in my life. But how are we doing for time, executive producer? 23. We're at 23. All right.
Perfecto.
Well, I guess we're going to wrap this up. We're always looking forward to hearing any comments from you at TravisTidwell@gmail.com. No, excuse me, Travis Tidwell Podcast at gmail.com. And we have, you don't have a Gmail for your friends yet?
Oh, no. Just hit me up on Instagram at the Pisces Life Coach. I'm trying to be on social media more.
And for those of you who are not on Instagram, that means you're going to have to get on Instagram. She's worth checking out.
Actually, you can. I'm not trying to give you my alias, so I'm not going to give you my full name. That's my Gmail.
No, that's fine. Or you could create a new Gmail.
I will. I'll create one.
But yeah, check out the album. If you're looking to be elevated, go to my website, TravisTidwell.us. I just launched it. That's my new business now. And I'm hoping to educate and elevate everybody here on planet Earth. As again, I thank Ashley here for being here and my executive producer. And I thank the Lord God Yahweh this night for what we've had in this life, have now, will have. I want to wish everybody out there on YouTube and on Spotify and iTunes who are listening to us, and Pandora maybe, who knows. I want to wish you peace and love. God bless you, your family, your friends, your pets. So be it.
So be it.
Time has come to rearrange. Time has come for a change.